Okay, agents, we are gearing up for spring and the market hopefully trending upward and keeping us all busy this year. But buyers and sellers are more than ever expecting and demanding that we show them why we're worth our commission. Now, one way to show them that is to be the master of the real estate market that you're in. Hey agents, my name is Joe Skipper and I'm the owner of Skipper Realty Group, brokered by eXp Realty. And I wanted to take a look at 3 specific ways you as an agent can master the real estate market so that your buyers and sellers can not only know that you're serving them in the best way, but to help you gain more of the market share in your area. Trust me, not a lot of agents actually know their market. By you being the expert, you will stand out naturally and prove to buyers and sellers you're worth the commission. But before we get started, if you haven't already, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, I would truly appreciate it. Also, if you want to stay up to date on the latest marketing techniques and information for real estate agents, then consider subscribing to my page. I put out content regularly so that you can be a more successful and thrive in this career as a real estate agent. Okay, let's get started with 3 specific ways you can master this market. And stay tuned till the end because I'll go over something I do specifically to stay ahead of the real estate game. The first thing is to build and nurture a strong network. It's awesome and necessary to nurture and build on your sphere of influence, your cold leads, your warm leads, and everything in between. Do this by providing a ton of value to them. Now, a lot of agents sell and buy with a client and then they drop off the face of the earth. An NAR study found that 80% of people said they would use their real estate agent again in a future transaction, but only 12% do. Now, why is that? Because of us. We don't stay in contact with them. And a lot of agents don't know how to do that, and I get it. It's hard to think that your client wants to stay in touch with you after a sale because why do they need you anymore? But the truth is they do. They just purchased the largest investment of their lives. You now are their advisor on that investment. Send your clients market reports regularly. Do market analysis on their home specifically so they know what the value they're gaining is over time. People like to see what's happening in their city, their neighborhood, and within their home, so provide regular feedback to them on this stuff. It not only gives them good value, but it makes you do the research and in turn makes you more knowledgeable on the market. But this doesn't stop at the client level. Nurture and build your professional network as well. When you network with other professionals in your industry and even outside of it, think entrepreneurs and other business owners, you not only gain a network of potential referrals, but you surround yourself with like-minded people that you can learn from and that they can learn from you. It forces you to know about your industry because you don't want to be that guy or gal that has zero clue what they're talking about in front of other professionals in your area. And the cool thing about what this #1 thing for mastering the market is it's free. You can do all your research for free using tools like your MLS provides, RPR, your local brokerage, this YouTube video. #2 on this list is to embrace technology and innovation. Now, buyers and sellers are more savvy than they ever have been with technology. And even if you are primarily working with clients that are older and they just don't know how to use even email, it doesn't mean to just skip over the tech. So many experts are predicting that agents that don't accept and use tools like AI and other new tech will be gone from the market in 10 years. Now, if you're set to retire then maybe you do skip it. But if you're like me and you want to work for longer, you must start getting into this tech. It not only is kind of a requirement that newer buyers and sellers are expecting from their agents, but by diving into the uncomfortable, it makes you better in the field that you're in. Now, it forces you to learn things, and in turn, you repeatedly go over old things as you do. This repetition and constant learning naturally makes you an expert in the field and the tool that you're diving into. Now, what do I mean by this? So say, for example, you don't know how RPR works and you barely use it. Now you see that they send emails constantly, they've upgraded this and updated that. But what does it mean to you because you don't really even see it? But by saying one day that you're going to go be an expert in RPR, you not only dive into the tool and use it and use it and use it, but you also use your market to learn from that. So you're using this tool, you learn the tool, but in RPR, for example, you generally use the market that you're in to use that tool. So you're directly learning the RPR, but you're indirectly learning the market that you're in by doing it. Now, you'll be surprised at how much you learn about your market when you dive into real estate tools to help you do your job. #3 on the list is to leverage data and market research. Now, what does this mean? Well, you have to always keep a pulse on the market. You have to constantly be watching it and seeing what is going on always. By using all sorts of tools that are normally given to us by our MLS or NAR, we can have analytical tools to keep us up to date daily. That means keeping track of pricing trends, inventory levels, and demographic shifts. Now, for example, I have daily emails set up that are specific to my area so that I can stay up to date on the market trends real time for my community. I also have an email set up to give me national data, latest news, and breaking topics in the real estate world. Now, I make it a point to read these emails religiously. They can be boring. They can be mind-numbing boring. But I found that the more and more I read them each day or week, the information just started to be in my brain. When people ask what the average home sale was in our city, I just recited it off. It wasn't because I was super smart, but because I stayed up to date with the latest on the market with these reports, it was almost subconsciously knowing the answer. Leverage all the tools that are offered to you from your brokerage, your MLS, and you will start to see your mindset shift. Okay, one last thing that I do that has helped me specifically in real estate and the market is staying consistent. Now I know that's anticlimactic, but hear me out. When I first started, I didn't understand the market, and I saw the tools, I saw the emails, I saw the resources out there to help me master it, but to be honest, it was overwhelming. Where do I start? As soon as I learned the market in my area, someone asked me about mortgages. Then someone asked me about the latest real estate lawsuit nationally. Then I was asked about what my prediction is for the housing market in Oregon. Now, as soon as I felt like I learned something, someone else was expecting me to know something else. And I got discouraged and I almost gave up, saying I just wasn't cut out for this. And there are a ton of people so much smarter than me that do it. Luckily, I didn't give up and told myself that this is a long-term game. Nothing we do in real estate is quick. Not our sales, not our learning, not our building our referral list, not building on our sphere. And once I understood that, I was able to just start taking stuff in, like the emails I spoke about earlier. I just started to read, and not just once, but in my head I said if I can do this daily, over time, I will learn it and build upon it. I also read articles daily on real estate, not only local, but national as well. And I hate it, but I learned what's going on in politics as well, because like it or not, it has an effect in the market. Now, you don't have to copy me in exactly what I do, but if you say to yourself that you're going to take the time and stay consistent in learning this industry, then with time, you will. It comes naturally. So don't get bogged down and defeated by what you don't know now. Choose a consistent plan to learn, and over time, you will be shocked at how well you know your market in the real estate world and be a better asset to your client because of it. Now, I hope this helps you all succeed in 2024, and if you have any questions or issues and want to chat with me directly, feel free to reach out. I always try to make myself available to agents because I know what it's like to struggle through this career. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest tips, tricks, and techniques to dominate the real estate world, like and subscribe to this page because I put out the content regularly so that you can thrive in this career. Thanks, guys.